do you want to do?
I want to do C. Do you want to do C?
So that's this one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, we can do that one.
Do you want me to pray for this time?
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be good.
Right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the wonderful day. Thank you for a wonderful meeting. We miss half of us, but we will do well, and I hope they will get better thing. And in Jesus Christ, amen.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks.
I'll share the screen because we need to watch the video, right?
Okay.
I believe. This is the one.
In a previous activity, we looked at forming lower sums and upper sums and midpoint sums. And in particular, we wanted to learn some notation that would help us when we have, say, n boxes as opposed to 2 boxes or 4 boxes. And we learned that delta x is the width of each rectangle. So this is my delta x. And C sub k is the C value, is the x value from which I measured the height of my rectangle, and f of C sub k is my, or C2, sorry, f of C2 is the height of my second rectangle. And so f delta x times f of C2 would give me the area of this rectangle. C sub k, remember we said, was the x value in the kth box that I measure the height from. So when I did a lower sum, I measured on the left side. When I did an upper sum, I measured on the right side. So here my C1, my C2. And the height is the y value. And that's the height of the rectangle. Okay. In that activity, we had a finite number of boxes. So maybe we had 2 boxes, or we had 4 boxes, or maybe we had even 8 boxes. Let's do this in the same process, and this time we're going to use n boxes. We won't use we'll use a finite number, but it won't be specified. So what I need to do in order to find a Riemann sum with n boxes is I need to calculate delta x, first of all. And delta x, as you remember, is b minus a over n, where a is the left end point and b is the right end point of my interval. So that would be 1 minus 0 over n. I don't have a number for n, I'm just going to use n. And so delta x would equal 1 over n. The second thing I need to do is get an expression for c sub k. This is the x value where I measure the height of the rectangle. Well, if you recall, let's see, let's draw this a little bit. That's not very good, but oh well. So let's say this is 1 and 0, and here is the function x squared plus 1. I don't know how many boxes I have in here. I've got a bunch. Let's say we've got 1, 2, 3. Somewhere in the middle is the kth box, and of course then we've got the last box. So this is box number 1, box number 2, box number 3, and so on. Here's box number K, and the last box is box number N. And the width of each of these little rectangles is 1 over N, because this length is 1, and I'm dividing it into N boxes. Just for purposes of making the notation easier, we're going to choose C sub K to be the right endpoint of each box. Why do I care? If I stuff in an infinite number of boxes, those boxes are going to get infinitely thin, and it's not going to matter whether I use C sub K to be the midpoint or the left side or the right side or any point in between there. So I'm going to pick, for ease of notation, I'm going to pick C sub K to be the right endpoint. So this will be C1, and this will be C2, and C3, and so on. Now let's just think about how we get to C1. We start at the left side at 0, the left endpoint, and we take one jump of 1 over n, one delta x jump. To get to C2, I start at the left, and I have to take 2 delta x jumps to get there. To get to C3, I'd have to take 3 delta x jumps. So C1 is start at 0 and add 1 delta x. And C2 is start at 0 and add 2 delta x's. C3, we started at 0 and we added 3 delta x's. So how do you think we could write C sub k? What would I have to do? Well, I'd start at 0 and I'd add k delta x's. And so our formula for C sub k is start at the left endpoint and add k delta x's. In our case, the endpoint is 0 plus k times 1 over n, and so we just get k over n. The next thing I need to do is find the height of my box, and that is f of C sub k. So what I do is I take my expression for C sub k and I plug it into my formula. So it would be C sub k squared plus 1, and that would be C sub k is k over n squared plus 1, which I could write k squared over n squared plus 1. Now the area of this box, the width is 1 over n, the height is f of C sub k. So I need to multiply f of C sub k times delta x to get the area. All right, well I know what f of C sub k is. It's k squared over n squared plus 1, and delta x is 1 over n. So multiplying, I get k squared over n cubed plus 1 over n. And this represents the area of the kth box, whatever box it is. So this box, or this box, whatever k is. Okay, now I want to add up the area of box number 1 plus the area of box number 2 plus the area of box number 3 plus all the areas of all the little rectangles. And so I use summation notation to do that. And I will multiply the height times the width, and I will add up the height of box number 1 times the width of box number 1 plus the height of box number 2 times the width of box number 2 plus until I get to the last box, the height of the nth box times the width of the nth box. In our case, we'll have the sum from k equals 1 to n. F of C sub k is k squared over n cubed plus 1 over n, f of C sub k times delta x. And so for this activity, this is what I want you to work on. Find the delta x, the C sub k, the f of C sub k, and multiply f of C sub k times delta x, and then sum it up from k equals 1 to n. This is called the Riemann sum. and I've abbreviated it RS.
So do you want to solve the questions and come back, or what do you want to do, Sam?
We can stay here and solve them, and then just help each other if we need it.
Mhm. So Sam, the change of x will be 4 over n, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
what I got.
Did you finish number 1, Sam?
No, not quite.
Not quite. Okay.
All right. So are we just supposed to write down how you would set it up, not the actual
What do you mean?
answer, or like, do we need to solve the sum?
Uh, hmm So it will look like with uh, this,
Sigma.
yeah, with the signal, and the upper one will be the and the bottom one will be k equal 1, and the number separately you need to write 32k over n squared minus 8 over n.
Got 12k over n squared minus 4 over n. Hmm, 32. Yeah, okay, yeah, 32 is right.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened. So 8 over n. Um, I got 32k over n squared minus 4 over n. I don't know if I did it right though. 4. 4 over 4 minus 0. Hmm. 32.
Are you doing number 2?
No, well, no, I'm not. Still trying to figure out if I did something wrong. Weird. I don't know what time. Minus 1. Yeah. see. Hmm. That's weird. It doesn't look like my worksheet even matches the key.
What's the
Like the
matter?
problems on the worksheet are different from the ones on the answer key.
Is it? Um,
Yeah, it's got the same equations, but it's got
different point.
different intervals.
Um, um, that does. So, then we can put the points on the answer sheet. Because I guess that's what she's supposed to meant, but maybe she forgot to change on the worksheet.
Yeah, okay. So the second one is supposed to be
One.
from -1 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
The third one's supposed to be from 1 to 3. And then the fourth one is supposed to be from 0 to 5. And the first one is the same still.
Okay. So did you figure that out, the number one?
I still can't figure out how it would be, how to get it to be 8 over n. That's
So you find the change of x, right?
yeah,
And you found c with the small k, right?
yeah. I got 4k over n.
Mm-hmm. And when you put that one into the equation that came first, the 2x minus 1, instead of x, if you put the 4k over n, it comes out 8k over n minus 1. Oh, never mind. So
Right. And then you multiply that by 4 over
4
h,
over,
and
so will
it
be,
does have 8 though. But it doesn't look like it's supposed to be 8. Like there was a little bit of an error on it.
it's supposed to be, mm,
It looks like she accidentally multiplied the -1 that was outside of the parentheses by 2.
looks like it. So, so real answer should be the -4 over n instead of 8 over n.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the number 2?
No? Hold on, actually, not yet. I need to just multiply some. Okay. I got it now.
What did you get?
I got the sum from k equals 1, no, k equals -1 to 2, no, k equals -1 to n. Wait, there's only 1. Anyway, I got that of 3 over h 18k, 3 over n plus 18k over n squared plus 27k squared over n cubed.
Isn't that supposed to be negative 18k over n squared?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it should be. Hmm.
I won't. I'm gonna be like you. Like I said.
Please don't know. Right now. Senseless swallowing.
You're doing a meeting.
Yeah.
Was that your brother?
Yeah.
It's like he's arguing with someone.
Yeah, he's always arguing with someone. He likes to argue.
How old is he?
He's 11.
I see. Number 3.
Yeah, I'm doing number 3 now. All right, so did you finish the third one?
Yep.
All right, what'd you get?
So I got, so how can you say that sign name?
Well, you would read it as
As?
the summation of k from k equals 1 to n, I think.
Yeah, that thing, and then parenthesis 30 over n minus 8k over n squared minus 8k squared over n cubed.
Yeah, that's what I got, and that's what it says on the key. So
Okay. Oh,
What's up?
really?
Sorry I'm late.
So we're doing activity.
Say that again, sorry.
So we're doing activities.
See?
yeah, there's a lot of them, and so we didn't. It would take too long to do them all. So we're just doing.
Cool.
And we're on our last question, number 4.
And also, you might want to look at the key because the intervals on the key don't match the intervals on the worksheet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay. Two. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oops. Okay. So you're on number 1, you guys said?
On number 4?
Oh, you're on 4.
Yeah. minus.
Oh yeah, so the intervals are different.
Yep.
That's Hey Jenny, did you finish the fourth one yet?
I did.
You're always finishing first. How about you, Joey? How you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm almost there.
All right.
Did you get you guys? So you guys did all the other three?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you get registered?
Yeah, I'm not in the mood right now.
Mommy, I got a workshop.
It lists if it is on the thing, so yeah.
Joey, do you know how to do this questions?
Yeah, so what did you guys get for fourth one?
Um, I got 150k over n squared minus 625k cubed over 4n squared. So I'll just show you.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I got. That's what I got too.
All right. Yeah, looks like we're good then.
So Joey, do you know how to do these lesson or?
Yeah, so I watched the video earlier today when I was doing it. So,
That sounds good.
so yeah.
I guess that's all. Good thing.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll see you guys then.
Okay. Sorry I was late.
That's all right.
But,
Great, great.
alrighty. Have a good week, guys. We'll see you.